I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When up in a bitch magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do, lace up the shoes, taste up the...
Okay, Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the newly named Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and the Los Angeles Chargers. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Secret 180, black 11. Hey.
Let's see what you got.
Load it. Load it.
You got nothing today.
Behind.
Rivers on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. This Week 1 matchup between the Colts and the Chargers, there are a couple of ties between the two franchises. Of course, Colts head coach Frank Reich, he spent 2 seasons as the Chargers offensive coordinator in 2014 and 15. Then he would have 2 years as the Eagles OC before coming to Indianapolis. But also, Colts fans, they do not have good memories of the 2007 and 2008 seasons, both times losing to the Chargers in the playoffs when they felt like they had a team that could have gone to the Super Bowl. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it. Alpha! Go!
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the run.
58's the Mike.
Hey, Delta! Bravo!
58's the Mike.
From the gun, Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. Big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Tyrod Taylor keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go. Get the pitch first. Right there. Yeah.
First down, Brissett. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Single. Here we go. Watch 7. Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball.
On third down, Brissett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. Now a nice throw here, right side, he hauls it in. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again, Rivers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He may try and run for this. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Rivers to throw this time. Steps away to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 50.
Throwing again. Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll throw again, Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Let's go. Let's go.
13 yards on the play. That's another Chargers first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Load it. Load it. Buffalo one. Buffalo one. Hey, Delta.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Good.
Again, it's Rivers to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Set, ready.
They'll come out in the pistol. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth. This situation in the fourth quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Oh, you got deep?
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the gun, here's Brissett. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Too bad.
I don't know about that.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
180.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. After the sack, they'll come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, Delta!
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Brissett. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st down.
Ready? Right. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You're right.
Brissett on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got 4.
Brissett again. This one complete to Devin Funchess. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Okay, just like that.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights. Not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
I got it. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Room.
58, boys, 58, 58.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
58 for Mike, 58.
Hey, Echo.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Hey, 58 is
Hey, easy, easy. Wait, 89.
To the air again here, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Let's go now. 56 yard. No chance.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Easy work. It's coming again.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Right there.
Hey, go orange.
Set.
Orange.
Kill. Turn up.
Load it.
Kill.
Load it.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal.
Check. Press now.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon taking it in. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now. Because
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
I'm going to go load it. Hey, 79.
58, Mike. I'm coming for you, son. Tighten up.
Hey, Delta.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rivers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Allen, the intended receiver. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
What we got?
To throw is Brissett. He's going to look deep down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
58, Mike. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
I'm trying to collect.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. Out of the gun, Brissett. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hey, Rocket.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Rivers again. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Rivers now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Rivers. Dancing to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Step 180, 390, shoot.
Throwing again on second down. Rivers. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
It's at 180, block 15.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Slam.
Load it. White.
Hey, 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic.
Hey, Haywood.
58, boys. 58's Mike. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Load it.
From the red zone now, Rivers. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Hey, wahoo.
53, Mike.
To throw again. Rivers being chased out left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A second down throw for Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Tyrod Taylor, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Casey Hayward with a sack on a well-timed corner blitz.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Joey Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Brissett sets to throw it. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
Let's go, baby.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablets.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A first down throw for Brissett. He's going to waft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage. especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Brissett. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
You see me out here? That's right. We can't be stopped. Shut. 58 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
First down, Brissett. He completes this one to Mack. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. To throw, Brissett. The quick slant caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Throwing, Brissett. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
58 right there.
58, right there. Hey, hey, hey. 58, right there. Hey, hey, hey. 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 Hey, hey, hey.
Here's Rivers. Allen has it, left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Rivers now throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams.
Complete to Mike Williams. Out of bounds just past midfield.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
They'll throw again. Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
High 7.
Check the out.
Again, it's Rivers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Alvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To Gordon, out left. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. They come out here in the eye.
I got it. Double time.
They'll try to sneak with Taylor. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal?
No gain on the play.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it?
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 1-yard touchdown reception. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score. Chargers 36, Colts 11.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Mack. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and 2, Brissett, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Brissett on 3rd and 2. And he's got Rodgers. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chester Rodgers, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that will shave one more off this lead. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Not today.
Throwing again, Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Rivers to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
On 2nd down, Rivers again. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a 1st down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to run.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. timeouts. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Hey, go orange. Orange. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
58, boys. 58. 58. It's Mike.
Alpha! Behind!
Now Rivers. Going deep for Benjamin. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
This is fielded at the 7. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Motion. Block. 2 seconds.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
All day, dog.
From the gun, here's Brissett. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
31's the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Brissett. And his throw here's incomplete. Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Into the air once more. It's Brissett. He's going to let this go end zone for Hilton. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 44 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that will get them one closer. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Hey, Alpha.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Here we go, team.
Wait, 89.
Rivers. Incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. To throw is Rivers. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
58 to Mike. Check. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 to the Mike. Rapid.
Rivers now from the 50. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Hey, Charlie.
58, right over there.
Throwing here, Rivers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
58 to Mike. I'm going to come back to you. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Brissett now. They shakes, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. The Colts on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
He's getting the ball here. He's getting the ball. Watch tight end. Watch tight end.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty